What if I told you that the most unlikely romances are often the most beautiful? Join me as I share my personal story of love against the odds, a journey that redefined my understanding of connection, resilience, and what it means to truly love. Unlikely romance. The very phrase sparks curiosity, doesn't it? It's the magic that happens when two people who seem to have nothing in common find a way to connect deeply and meaningfully. Maybe it's clashing backgrounds, differing interests, or opposing life paths. These stories defy expectations, creating something extraordinary out of the improbable. When we think of romance, we're often drawn to fairy tale notions of perfect matches and happily ever afters. But life is rarely that simple. What about the couples who don't fit the mold? Those who face challenges that would make anyone question whether love can survive? These stories of defiance and perseverance are the ones I've come to admire, and the ones I want to explore with you today. Unlikely romances captivate us because they challenge our assumptions about what love should look like. They're raw and unpolished, filled with twists and turns that make them feel real. In a world that often tries to box us into predefined roles, these relationships remind us that love doesn't play by the rules. It's messy, unpredictable, and gloriously unique. Every relationship has its hurdles, but in an unlikely romance, the challenges can feel overwhelming. In my case, these came in many forms, navigating the expectations of families from vastly different cultural backgrounds, overcoming personal insecurities, and balancing the weight of societal judgment. One of the toughest moments in our journey was reconciling our families' differing values and traditions. It often felt like we were caught between two worlds, with neither side fully understanding the depth of our connection. Personal doubts added to the strain. Were we truly right for each other, or were we forcing something that wasn't meant to be? And then there were external pressures, from career stresses to financial constraints, that tested our ability to stay united. These challenges didn't just come from the outside, they also emerged from within. There were moments of doubt and frustration, times when our differences felt too great to overcome. I remember nights spent questioning whether we were on the right path, wondering if love alone was enough to bridge the gaps between us. But even in those moments of uncertainty, there was something unshakable about our bond, a quiet but persistent belief that what we had was worth fighting for. But here's the thing about love. Its strength often emerges through struggle. We decided early on that these obstacles weren't roadblocks, they were stepping stones. Together, we committed to open communication and empathy, listening to one another's fears, hopes, and needs. With our families, we chose patience and persistence. We took time to share our story, to show them the depth of our love and the respect we had for their perspectives. Slowly but surely, common ground emerged. The doubts we had about ourselves? We faced them, leaning on each other for reassurance and learning to appreciate our unique differences as strengths rather than weaknesses. It wasn't just about navigating differences, it was about creating a new understanding of what our relationship could be. We learned to celebrate our individuality while building a shared vision for the future. Through countless conversations, compromises, and moments of vulnerability, we discovered that love isn't about erasing differences, but about weaving them together into something stronger. And when external pressures mounted, we found solace in the little things: shared laughter, quiet moments of understanding, and the simple joy of being together. These small victories became the foundation of a connection that felt unshakable. Each challenge we overcame became a testament to our resilience, a reminder that love isn't just a feeling. It's a choice we make every day. The journey wasn't easy, but it was transformative. Looking back, those challenges became the glue that bound us together. They forced us to grow, to trust, and to cherish the imperfections that made our relationship uniquely ours. One of the most liberating moments came when we decided to follow our hearts fully, leaving behind the weight of external expectations. It wasn't just a declaration of love for each other, it was an act of self-acceptance. That leap of faith brought an overwhelming sense of freedom and joy, and it deepened our connection in ways I couldn't have imagined. Today, I see our unlikely romance as a testament to the power of love to overcome. It taught me that true love isn't about avoiding challenges, it's about facing them together. It's about embracing what makes us different and celebrating the imperfections that make our story our own. As I reflect on our journey, I'm struck by the realization that love is as much about growth as it is about connection. Each obstacle we faced pushed us to evolve, both as individuals and as a couple. It taught us to be patient, to listen with empathy, and to approach each challenge as a team. And in doing so, we built a bond that feels unbreakable. If you've ever experienced an unlikely romance or faced obstacles in love, I'd love to hear your story in the comments. Let's celebrate the journeys that make love worth fighting for. And if you're curious about more stories of connection and resilience, stay tuned for the next video. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time.